Okay, Mo, I made this video for you. I hope it helps you a little bit. I'm going to tell you what I know about motorcycles. Okay, let's switch this around. This motorcycle here, turn our light on here real fast. This is the Black Widow. This is a 2013 Suzuki Hayabusa sports bike. (1300cc). It has 197 horsepower. The very first thing you're going to have to buy are stands. A back stand where you can elevate your wheels off the ground, your rear wheels, so you can clean it and check your tire pressure, and a front stand. As you can see, it's elevated off the ground so I can clean my wheels. They're a little dirty. Now there's all kind of stands. In my opinion, the front stand, this is a yoke front stand. There's stands that connect into here. There's stands that go under here. In my opinion, this is the best stand. This is the most sturdiest one. There's a hole up in the side here where it goes into. Now, some people say this is a heavy motorcycle because it's a big bike. Now, if you get a swing arm spool stand, your sports bike isn't going to come with these. You have to buy these. There's a threaded hole. You screw them in. This is probably withstand a 9.0 earthquake being on these stands right now. Second thing you might have to buy are these. They're sliders. In case if you do drop your motorcycle, without that, your fairing is going to hit the ground and get damaged, and these are expensive. Okay. I also have extended bar end sliders. These are aftermarket. The original ones were adjustable too, but these are a little bit better in my opinion. And I also have protectors here for my exhaust mufflers. Another thing I bought as an extra is this. The way when I lean against the tank, it doesn't scratch it up. Some people replace the seats. That's what I'd like to do. The seat really isn't. But anyway, a sports bike is a little different from a cruiser. There's a lot of things that are different on a sports bike than a cruiser. The tires, as you can see, these tires are almost slicks. The tires are rounded. A cruiser, the tires are more of a flat dimension and they have more tread in them. Let's go around to the back. The back, same thing. See? This is basically made to go on a smooth surface. Okay, this is also aftermarket. This is a shifter protector, shifter boot. As you can see, there's also another slider here. A lot of people don't like sports bikes because the way they sit on here, the stance, their neck, their back gets tired. I have to admit that you're right. But these handle, these are a lot faster. They're a lot more nimble. This goes close to 200 miles an hour. Very quick. Very dangerous, very powerful. Another thing you're going to need is chain wax. You have to, if you have a chain drive, you have to clean your chain periodically, and you have to wax it. We have to spray that stuff on there because the chains have O-rings, needs lubrication. Let me see what else. Well, you check your oil. That's your window right there. There's a line on there. In order for you to check your oil, your motorcycle has to be vertically erect like this, or it has to be on the stands. Another thing you have to know about your sports bike you're buying is what kind of clutch you have. Some of these have dry clutches, some of them have wet clutches. This is a wet clutch. This is where when you change your oil, you throw your oil, you dump your oil in through this hole here. Your clutch is right inside there. So this is a wet clutch sports bike, meaning the oil, your clutch, is in a wet environment. So you have to use a certain oil on this, or your clutch is not going to work right. That's another thing you have to know. Another thing about a sports bike is there's not too many places for you to mount your cam. Especially with this one here. There's almost either got to mount it on your helmet, on the fairing, or on the mirror. I have also mounted on my helmet. I don't know if you'll have to have a helmet, but a helmet's another expense. Gloves. Gloves is another expense. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have about 7 or 8 pairs of gloves. My opinion, the gloves that you should get are hard knuckle gloves. Now this goes into the protection you're going to need when you buy your motorcycle. In case if you do go down, you're not going to want to wind up in the hospital. So you're going to need some kind of protection for your knees, your elbows, and your hands. That's why, you know, if you do crash, this is Kevlar here. This will protect your knuckles. What I have, I don't have a tracksuit. I have these for my legs. These protect my knees and my lower shins, and that protects my arms. Now you might want to buy, if you go on the track, you might want to buy a tracksuit. Tracksuits are expensive. All depends what you're going to be involved in. But anyway, there's I probably forgot a lot of stuff. But the main thing is you're going to have stands. A front stand and a back stand, just in order to clean the motorcycle and then check your oil. Now a lot of guys, they don't put these on. There's all kind of sliders. These are called sliders or fairing protectors. There's all kinds. There's hundreds of them you can put on a motorcycle. I chose these because these are the strongest. And there's a whole range of aftermarket products. But I'm an experienced motorcyclist. I've had all big bikes. Now a lot of guys, they don't like wearing helmets. I could tell you right now, I've almost had a bird hit me in the face. Bounced off my visor. If I wouldn't have had my helmet on, I'd have got my eyes put out from the beak of the bird. So I recommend having a helmet. Every time you go down the road, this windshield isn't really up that high. You're going to have a lot of bugs hitting your face, people throwing cigarettes out their windows or their cars, rocks, pebbles, birds, garbage. There's going to be all kind of stuff hitting your face, so I highly recommend helmets. And I recommend a minimal of riding protection also. Now, a lot of this particular motorcycle here, a lot of people don't like it. They say it's too big. This is 587 pounds without the rider on there. A lot of people say it's ugly. I like it. I'm happy with it. What else? Your battery. With this motorcycle here, the seat comes off. The battery's under the seat. Well, there's a little bit of storage underneath this. There's the key. Pop the key. This comes off. Let me see here. What else can I tell you about these? You can change your grips. These are foam grip covers. Let me see, what else? I mean, you might want to buy a cruiser. I don't know, it's up to you. The cruisers are a little slower, but a lot of people say they're more comfortable. If you want to go on long trips, I recommend a cruiser. If you just like to go fast and have a sporty stance, I recommend a sports bike. But yeah, sports bikes, as you can see, the tires are completely different on a sports bike. You also have to check your tire pressure too. Your tire pressure is very important on a motorcycle, period. Okay, well, all right. I hope that helps you a little bit. I probably forgot a lot of things. I probably forgot dozens of things. But all right. I recommend you buy a motorcycle. They're fun. You know, you only live once. Just be careful. There's all kind of riding schools that you can learn safe riding. If you've never had a motorcycle, I recommend a riding school. All right? Hope it helps you.